Hi, my name is Jane Scanlan, and if you're watching this story, then you have probably taken one of my masterclasses and are in the members area. So I just wanted to tell you a little bit about my story of how I got to where I am right now. I really feel like I've had three going into 4 stages, compartments almost, of my life. My childhood was very happy and spending a lot of time in Ireland on my dad's family farm and visiting family out there. We'd often go to, not often, a few times, we went to France camping, with very close family friends, and even though we weren't allowed to play in the street, we had freedom, we had creativity and headspace at home, and on our holidays. But in school for me was a little bit different. When I first went to school, I planned my escape, I believe, the very next day. And the safety in schools was not as it not as it is nowadays. So I made it out the playground, up the field, up the road, to the playing field, to the exit gates, where I was collared by my sister, who was frantic, 2 years older than me, and the teachers. I did not want to be there. I wanted to be at home with my mum having fun, and school didn't feel very fun to me. And as kind of things went on, my mum knew how intelligent I was. My mum knew how creative I was and how well behaved I was, even if I was a bit feisty and adventurous. But the school didn't quite connect the dots, and my mum kept on going in saying, no, this isn't my daughter, can you look at this, can you look at that? Anyway, with her perseverance, and not just asking the same person, asking different people, asking her friends for help, going to the doctors, etc. The first sort of wall I had to get over was I had 75% hearing loss. Definitely in one ear, if not in both. Maybe 50% in one, 75% in the other. Hence why I talked very loudly and couldn't really listen in class because there was too much going on, in a classroom around me, and I just could not hear. So that was sorted out with, a minor op when I was probably about 4 or 5. I'm an August born, so I'm always the last, in the year to have their birthday in the school year. And the next hurdle was reading and writing. I wasn't progressing, and again my mum investigated and fought and kept on going, and turns out I had quite severe dyslexia, and the words would muddle up on the page. So she got me some amazing help, and I went to sort of like a special school one morning a week, like a school to help with dyslexia and other things, I'm assuming. I can't really, obviously I was only little, I can't really remember. I think I was about 6 or 7. But that really helped me. And again, I moved forward and I started to flourish. Secondary school was a bit tough, and by the end of it I was like, I'm so bored, being stuck in a classroom. So I was a little bit rebellious in the last year of secondary school, and I did go to college, but quite frankly I spent more time in the pub drinking and playing pool than I really did in the classroom. And it was only 2 years, and it was definitely the last year again was the worst. Same within junior school and same within secondary school. Same within college. Last year, Jane got bored. Bored and distracted. So life kind of moved on, and once I came out of education, I didn't know what to do. I did not know what to do with my life. I always wanted to be a vet, but I was kind of told, you know, it's going to be much harder for you because you're dyslexic. It's 7 years training. It's going to be harder for you. And I gave up. Oh, you can be a veterinary nurse. I was like, I don't want to be a veterinary nurse. I want to be the veterinary surgeon. But here I am. So from there, I kind of fell into IT, and I actually did almost a decade in the IT world. 19, I had a company car, loved it. Driving around the southeast of England, pretty much being my own boss. I didn't have to go into an office. I just went round fixing things, socialising, being a bit of a social butterfly. For work, it was good fun. And again, it was only when I went into being stuck in an office and I was the IT floor manager that I really started to get itchy feet, and I started to get bored, which then led me on to working for the National Health Service, the London Ambulance Service, for well over a decade. And again, when I was, you know, moving, doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that in the service, I really, really enjoyed it. When I got stuck in an office, I didn't enjoy it, and my love for the job and the work just sort of diminished. And alongside all of that kind of career, when I was in IT, that's when I started. At the end of my IT career, I knew that I didn't want to kind of do this. I knew that I wanted to work with people, helping people, but on a healing level. And through that journey of starting to do holistic therapies, doing my own healing, which is super important, I started to grow and I started to flourish. I did a lot of travelling here, there. I've been all over the world, took a year out, and I took other, you know, a couple of months here and a month there as well, to various places from Australia, New Zealand, to West Africa, to Egypt, to America, to Canada. And recently I took my daughter round to 8 countries in Europe for the summer holidays, and we had a blast. Really, really, really good fun. So I've definitely got the travel bug, and a lot of people say, you know, you must have a lot of confidence, but my confidence has grown. And for me, and I suppose when I look at my childhood, the exploration and the adventure always felt natural. But I have had to work at and grow my confidence in reading, writing, strategy, all the kind of academic side of life and business. That has not been easy for me. That has been a lot of work, which then turned into a lot of inspired action. And in relationships as well, throughout my life, I've had some turbulent relationships. My love relationships, as in partner, have been fairly dramatic endings, shall we say, where I used to jump in 2 feet first, ask questions later. But now I have, you know, through the process of self-healing, guiding others, I have to walk my walk. I have to walk my talk, you know. So I always reflect, like, what is going on in this relationship, whether it be friends, family, or a lover. What's going on? Is there any tension? How, you know, what's the reflection for me? Turn it inwards, look at myself. Is this to do with me? How am I bringing this into my life now? Because everything is a vibration, and we, you know, we're calling everything in to our lives right now. So I shall continue. Yes. So I've learnt a lot through my relationships, and I've got some beautiful friends that I've been friends with all of my life. I have some of my very best friends as well. We went to secondary school together. I've been besties with one since the first day of school at 11. We're now 41. Oh, we must have a celebration actually. It's like, yeah, wow, that's a long time. That's 30 years of friendship. Wow. So yeah, I've learned a lot, and I've learned a lot about myself. And all I can say to you guys is keep on learning, keep on growing, keep reflecting and reviewing on yourself and your life. It's not over until the fat lady sings, right? So it doesn't matter what age you are, it doesn't matter if you're not living the life of your dreams right now, but you can live the life of your dreams. Everything, like, habits take 30 to 60 days to really set in, but you know what? A choice takes a second. A choice takes a second, and you have choices every second of every day. You have a choice to feel sad and mundane. You have a choice to feel fantastic and magical. And I would like to help you on that journey. I would like to help you to step into your power and own it. Step into your power and own it.